Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Habit Builder series. And today, I hope you're ready to thrive on this Thursday because we're going to go through an upper body flow that builds space and strength into the chest and the shoulders so that we can open up the heart and receive what's to come next. I'm very excited to share this flow with you. Today, you just need a space, a mat, yourself, and maybe a blanket to kind of help us direct where we engage our muscles in these drills. So get your props ready and let's get started. Once you find yourself on the mat, today let's start on our back and with a blanket roll underneath our spine for a gentle heart opener. So the way you do it is you can simply roll your blanket up to like this, kind of like a hot dog, and the height, well, it's just kind of the same height as your spine, and then gently lay it in the middle of the mat. Line up your tailbone with the end of this roll and simply just gently roll back onto yourself, onto the back, and let your spine kind of just rest on top of the roll and let your head go. If the roll is a bit shorter and your head is kind of dropping down and doesn't feel good, again, feel free to grab a block, use it as a pillow underneath your head for support. And if the roll is long enough to support yourself, simply let yourself be. And in here, simply step the foot to the floor and just adjust. Make sure that your tailbone is still on the ground. It is just that the mat is kind of like arching into the lower back very gently. You can heel toe the foot to the sides, align the outer edge with the edges of the mat, and then knock your knees in. Hands can be on your belly, can open up to the side, and simply just let yourself breathe in and out. Every breath in, feel your chest opening up to the sides and as if your lung has a bit more space in between to expand, carrying and getting more air into yourself. On your exhale, let everything go and find yourself sinking deeper and deeper into the roll. Inhale. Maybe lift through the crown of your head very gently. And exhale, let it go. Inhale. Last two breaths, arriving, cleansing breaths on your own. Inhale, fill the entire tank through the nose, into the throat, and into the lungs, into your belly. And exhale, let everything out gently, slowly, mindfully. Be aware of the quality of your exhale. And from here, when you are ready, gently roll yourself over to the right side. Reach the right arm out, straight out, and stack your knees together. Stack your palms together as well. You can use the blanket underneath your head for a bit of a support, but once you find this position, simply roll your shoulders open by reaching the arms up overhead, and once you hit kind of a wall, you can't move anymore, turn the palms forward and then reach back. And once you hit the bottom, turn to the other side and reach up. Rotate once you hit the wall and get back. Last round here, inhale, reach, circle up, turn to the back. And the other direction. Now you go scoop down to the back. Once you hit the wall, rotate the shoulders and then bring the arms forward. 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale, roll back, open up, and close it in. Inhale, roll back, open up, and turn. Amazing work. Second side, simply, no gimmick, roll over to the left. And then stack the knees, stack the palms. Once you find your position, inhale for preparation, and exhale, start rolling open your shoulders. Once you hit the wall, rotate the palms to face the back, scoot back, and reach forward. And inhale, reach up and back, hit the wall, rotate, return. Last round in this direction, reach up and back, roll back down. Again, no right or wrong, just find your freedom. Return to the other side. So scoop down, reach back, can't move anymore, rotate, and forward. Scoop back, a lot, can't move anymore, rotate, and back. Now, palms to the back. Once you reach the front, push the palms back, reach, reach, reach. Once you hit the wall, rotate the palms up, and return to center. And then from here, simply complete the entire roll and find yourself onto your belly. You can bring the mat to the side, or rather unfold the mat and place it again somewhere in the middle of the mat. Today, let's use it as a way for us to engage the hips, because even though a lot of the chest opening, heart opening, back bending poses, it seems like it's a lot of shoulders, it's actually a lot in the hips as well, as long as we can find the proper engagement. So once you find your blanket position, simply land your belly on top of the blanket. And from here, find your fingertips at 10 and 2 o'clock. Inhale, push into the hips as you push into your fingertips to lift yourself up. Through the spine, unravel, roll yourself up, and exhale, roll it down. Inhale, push and lift. Exhale, down. Oscillating cobra. Inhale, push and lift. Exhale, down. 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale, push and lift. Exhale, down. Let yourself familiarize with this spinal weight. Inhale, push and lift. Exhale, down. And once you get down, instead of dropping your head all the way down, I want you to place your hands underneath your shoulders and then lift yourself up. You can give yourself a gentle push in the palms, but if I ask you to lift up your palms, you should be able to pull yourself back up using the strength of the muscle in the back. And so your hands is really just here for a little bit of support. Bring your shoulder blades in and slide them down. And then bring your elbows all the way up. And we will do 5 squeezes into the shoulders with the elbows lift. So once you're ready, inhale, squeeze and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th, push into the hips, lift the feet up and hold it up here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing work. Release. Roll over to your right ear and let the arms go. And just simply inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. This pose, this kind of a Superman pose, really helps us with our posture. So I encourage you to get back to this very often. And when you are ready, 2 more rounds, similar but a little bit different. Return to center. Fingertips 10 and 2. Push into the hips, push into the fingertips, and roll yourself up. Inhale and exhale. Return. Inhale, push and lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, push and lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Find a bit more height along the way. If that's happening to you, take notice. And with 5th round down, plant the palms underneath your shoulders, push firmly into the hips, into the blanket, and then lift your upper body up. And this time, again, same 5 shoulder squeezes, but with the heels lifting off the floor. And when you are ready, squeeze into the shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Amazing work. Roll over to the other ear. Let the arms go. And simply let the spine neutralize. Inhale. Feel your back body expanding in all directions. And exhale. Maybe sink a little deeper into the mat, into the blanket. We have another round. Same, but a little bit more challenging. So when you are ready, return to center. Fingertips 10 and 2 o'clock. Push into the hips. Inhale, push, and lift. Exhale down. Take a notice how much difference is it making in your body as we progress. Feel out the sequence. So inhale, push, and lift. 2 more rounds. Inhale, push, and lift. Engage the glutes, engage the shoulder blades, squeeze them in, and slide them down. And from here, fingertips underneath your shoulders, push into the hips, lift the heels up, and you can squeeze into the shoulder blades. And from here, you can simply just lift the palms off the floor. If you want a bit more challenge, you can straighten the arms as if you're Superman flying. Or you can reach back, bend the knees, catch the outer side of the foot, and simply kick back and lift up into your boat pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing work. Release. Tuck the back toes, push back to your child's pose. Softly land your forehead down onto the blanket if that feels nice to you. And simply let yourself return to this closed off container space to really assimilate this practice, this series, and today's class too. And feel the bit more space into the spine, into the shoulders, and take a quick notice of how that shoulder blades squeeze and sliding in the back action is registering into your body. And if it sounds a bit more abstract, it's okay. As you progress, as you continue and come back to these videos, your body will catch it, and you will start to realize how your body responds to every movement. So, practice makes progress, and this is where it shows. And when you are ready, simply roll yourself forward and find your way into your downward facing dog. So plant the palms, external rotate the upper arm, tuck the back toes, and lift the hips up. Push it back. Pushing to the fingertips, pushing to the palms, lift the shoulders, all the while squeezing your forearms into your ears. Push the air out to your nose, and we will stay here for another breath. You can paddle out the feet if that feels nice to you, or you can lift the heel on your next inhale and roll both heels over to the right side. Stretch out the left side of the body. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, return to center and roll directly over to the left side this time. Stretching open, you can bend into the knees or bend into the elbows to kind of feel different tension, line of tension in the body. And when you're ready, return to center. Again, find the push in the palms, find the stability in your shoulders. On your next inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, and roll your hips forward into your high plank, and drop the knees and the elbows and spring back into your downward facing dog. Continue this motion in the spine. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, bend, micro bending into the elbows and into the knees, and roll up, down dog. Inhale, roll forward. Find fluidity in your movement. Exhale, bend, push, and lift. On your next inhale, roll forward to your plank pose. Take a vinyasa. So from here, take a push-up. Drop the knees and the elbows. Inhale, spring yourself, pull yourself forward. Upward facing dog. And exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. 2 more rounds just like that. Inhale, lift the heel, bend the knee, roll yourself forward into your plank pose. Take a push-up, chaturanga. Drop the knees And the elbows, bring the hips back, and then inhale, pull yourself through upward facing dog. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Last round here. Inhale, lift heel, bend knee, roll forward into plank pose, and then go straight away into your chaturanga. Drop the knees and the elbows. Inhale, pull through upward facing dog. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. From your down dog, 10 baby steps. Your journey begins now, as long as keep the palms glued to the mat. And 10, 9, 8, 7. You can crunch into the belly as you find yourself forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find the hinge at the hips. So kind of like tuck your thumb into this crease between your thigh and your belly as you fall down. And I want you to squeeze your thumb in very firmly. So that might mean that you need to bend into the knees, and that is okay. In forward fold, we want length in the upper body more so than in the legs. So this is really a easy way for you to kind of check where you are hinging in. And from here, inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, down. On your next inhale, slowly unravel the spine up, fingertips to the sky, hips forward, and exhale, hands to heart center. Now, this is the place that we visit quite a lot in this sequence. So from here, simply just breathe in and out. Let your body kind of get used to the swaying, and more importantly, the kind of subtle unconscious force to pull yourself back into the center. Both forces are equally important, and you just have to kind of notice, and gradually you will be better at kind of like navigating between the two. But right now, let's simply take a notice. So from here, we're gonna go into a few rounds of the theme sequence, and really just to see how the drill has showed up in the sequence. So when you are ready, hands to heart center. Find your gentle focus in front of you. Inhale for preparation. Exhale, settle into your stance in the foot. On your next inhale, reach the arms up, sit the hips back, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center, push to stand, left knee to chest. Inhale for preparation. Exhale, push everything out. Inhale, bring it in, kick the left heel back, find your crouching warrior, and exhale, step back, reach up, find your crescent pose. And inhale, gently lower down your left knee to the mat, to the blanket actually, and then simply as you lower, cactus the elbow. And inhale, push the hips back, reach the arms back, half splits. Inhale, reach up, Anjaneyasana. Keep the shoulder blades squeezing in, sliding down, and exhale, sway back, the arms and the hips, half splits. One more round, inhale, reach, and push forward, and exhale. Bring everything back. On your next inhale, find your crescent pose again, lift the back knee, and then open up to your warrior two. Inhale, and exhale. On your next inhale, sit the hips back, gently into your skandasana. If the hips are high, feel free to bob the hips up and down a few rounds to really find space in the inner thigh of the right leg. And from here, in your skandasana, take an inhale. And exhale, walk the fingertips forward. Plant the left palm. Again, drop the back knee if you need to. Or simply roll over to the outer edge of the left foot. Stack the right foot on top and push up. Side plank. 5 dips here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you find your side plank again, bring the right knee to chest, roll back forward, left heel down, forearm on thigh, reach the left fingertips up and over. Side angle pose for 5, 4, Engage the right knee ever so slightly. Stretch the fingertips up and the foot back. And 1. Plant the palms. Step forward into your forward fold. Find the hinge again. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. On your next inhale, step the hips back, reach the arms up. Chair pose. We're going to go to the second side directly. And exhale, push to stand. Right knee to chest. Inhale, take an inhale for preparation for your balance. Exhale, push everything out. Inhale, bring it in. Kick the right heel back. Crouching warrior on the left. Find that Superman pose in the upper body in your crouching warrior. And then gently step back. Reach up. Crescent pose. And then bending to the elbows, gently lower your right knee down. And inhale, pull the hips back, reach the arms back. Half split. Inhale, push forward and reach up. Anjaneyasana. Exhale, cactus the elbow and reach the arms back, fingertips back. Inhale up, last round here. And exhale, back. And then on your next inhale, as you roll forward, lift the back heel up to your crescent pose. And then open up forward and back, split the right heel towards the middle, warrior 2. On the pull the left knee forward ever so slightly and exhale, settle in. On your next inhale, gently straighten the left leg, bending to the right knee as you sit the hips back to your Skandasana. Bob the hips up and down. If the hips are a little bit high, gently floss open the side of the hips. And then once you find your breath in Skandasana, gently walk through the fingertips forward. Plant the right palm, roll over to the right outer side of the foot, and then stack the left foot on top of the right. 5 dips is where we are going next. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing work. Left knee to chest. Roll yourself forward. Drop the back heel and forearm to the thigh. Reach the right fingertips up and over. Stretch through the fingertips. Push into the outer edge of the right foot. And for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant the palms. This time, shoot the left leg back as you lower down to Chaturanga. Push up, Vinyasa, drop the knees, and the elbows. Inhale, pull through upward facing dog. And exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Amazing work. And from your down dog, 10 baby steps forward again. Or you can choose to step 1 step forward or big hop. When you're ready, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we will meet in forward fold. In forward fold, tuck your palms underneath your foot. Reach the toes to your wrists. And then step it down. And then roll down just a little bit more. You can use the leverage of your elbows to help yourself float up and down, to bob yourself up and down, but really feel the strength, feel the line of tension in the back side of the body, all the way from your lower back down to your hamstring, into your calves maybe. And when you are ready, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Slowly unravel your spine up, 1 segment at a time. As you inhale, reach the top, fingertips to the sky, push the hips forward, gentle back bend, and exhale, hands to heart center. Now we have returned to where we started in this flow. And last bit of effort today is dancer's pose, 1 on each side. So we will start in the right side. So find your stance in the right leg. Gaze slightly forward to find that gentle focus again. And then bending to the left knee. Grab hold of the inner side of the left foot with your left hand. And then from here, again, find your balance. And reach the right arm up. Once you find this basic structure, let yourself lean forward, kick the left foot back, and lift up. Dancer's pose on the right. And dancer's what we have one leg rooted firmly into the now, into the present. So engage the standing leg a lot. You can even micro bend into the knee so that we are actively stable, not just, locked into this position. And we will hold it in here for another 5. Kick up, lift up, 2, 1. Release. Gently let the left foot down. Second side. You're doing amazing. So simply, the reason why we do both sides is to see how the same poses show up in different sides. And so once you find that firm stance in the left foot, bend into the right knee. Catch the inner side, again, of the foot. And from here, reach the left arm up towards the sky. Take an inhale for preparation. Find your balance. And exhale. Simply lean forward and kick back. Let gravity take care of your pose. Inhale, lift. And exhale. Firmly stand into the left leg. Now we are grabbing from the past what we've learned, which is in our left foot and left hand right now, and then offering it up into the future, upward and onward. So last breath here, inhale. See if you can kick and lift just a bit higher, and exhale. Release. Amazing work. And simply from here, lower the hips down, walk the feet wide, and find your passive squat. In your passive squat, simply sway side to side to release the stress in the lower back, all the while keeping the spine straight-ish, long, and up. So gaze forward. If this is a bit too much for you, your squat is here, that is totally fine. It just means that you might find a bit more strength requirement in the thighs, and that is totally okay. This is good. This is also good. And anywhere in between is always good. Our hips are not the same. The structure, the bone structure, and the space and flexibility in the thighs are very, very different and resulting in very different demonstration and display of different poses. So whatever works for you, find it and make it work for you. And you can bring the hands to heart center and squeeze the thighs open to kind of give yourself a bit more leverage in opening up. And sway side to side. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift through the crown of the head. And exhale, release the palms. Simply sit back to your seat. And from here, bring out your mat again. Today we are going to really just drop down to this pose and let yourself kind of sit back. So roll over to your back. Again, no fancy way of getting here. Simply just roll down. And again, you can bend into the knees, knock them in, or you can let the legs go. Grab hold of your blanket, opening up a little bit so that it covers completely. And then let the arms go, maybe hide them under your blanket. And then drop into this Shavasana. Let the legs go wide, arms go open, and simply just drop in. Inhale and exhale. Let the heart rate comes back down to your own natural rhythm. And simply take a notice of how this practice is showing up in your body and how your mind is responding to this. Maybe a lot of time you're like, what the heck is happening? That is okay. That's just a part of the experience when we first learn something new. And the beauty of this series is that it's different in every video, but we all works towards one single. So allow yourself the time to settle in and find a version of this practice that fits you, that you can benefit from. And feel free to drop in this Shavasana for as long as you would like. I would highly encourage you to stay for at least 3 to 5 minutes so that you can really get the most benefit out of the 30 minutes that you have carved out for yourself. And then until next video, thank you and namaste.